in the spirit of being responsible, we are sampling instead of blind buying. So I have 4 samples from the house of Ex Nihilo, and we're gonna talk about it. Hello YouTube, welcome to or welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time seeing me, my name is Gina and welcome to my scent space. And if you are returning, thank you so much. I'm so glad to see you again. Over on this channel, we talk about all things fragrance. So whether you're looking to elevate your vibe, curate the perfect fragrance collection, or you just like smelling good, I got you covered. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, like this video, and turn on those notifications so you don't miss any of my content. Alright, let's get started with today's video. We are sampling a couple of fragrances from the house of Ex Nihilo. Now, Ex Nihilo is not a new house to me. I actually discovered Ex Nihilo back in 2020. My first full bottle fragrance purchase from that house was Fleur Narcotique. I bought that for myself for Christmas back in 2020, and I loved that fragrance for so many years. It was my like going out fragrance, my my special occasion fragrance. I absolutely love that fragrance. But then over the years, as my collection started to grow, I started to use it less and less. And I actually ended up decluttering it. I wish I had kept that fragrance, but that has freed up room for me to add some other Ex Nihilo fragrances to my collection. So let's talk about the 4 that I have picked for sampling. First one was a new release this year, and it is Spiky Muse. Now, I tried this back in store right around the time that it came out, I believe sometime in February this year. The sales associate let me sample this. She sent me home with a couple of samples, and when I tried it in store, y'all, 1, it was still cold, and 2, I had sprayed so much that day. I was in Neiman Marcus and I was just going for it. Like, I was smelling everything that I could possibly smell, because we don't have a Neiman Marcus or like a really high-end department store here. We just have a couple of boutiques that carry niche fragrances. So when I go places, I got to get it in, or I'll have to just, buy samples all the time, which I don't mind. But that particular day, I was in Neiman Marcus for a good 2 hours smelling fragrance. So my nose was kind of tired, and I wasn't really, I don't know what to expect. I didn't know what to expect from this fragrance because I really hadn't heard much about it. So when I sprayed it, my brain did not register what I actually thought about the fragrance. I was like, this is jarring and shocking, and I don't know, I don't think I like it. So I took home a couple of samples, played with that sample, like I said, back in February, and I was like, this is okay, but I'll hold on to it and see how I feel about it in a few months. And lo and behold, back in May, I tried that sample again, and y'all, Spiky Muse is a must-have for me. I love, 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 love that fragrance. I am picking that up much sooner rather than later. So let's get into the notes. So this fragrance has notes of upcycled natural strawberry, bergamot, pink pepper. In the heart, it has rose absolute, pistachio accord, and down in the base, you have cedarwood, akigala wood, ambro fix, and tonka bean. On the opening, I get a big burst of pink pepper, and I think that's what threw me off at first. I was like, ooh, this pepper is really peppering. But then as I wore this on skin, I got that strawberry, but it's not like a juicy candied strawberry. It's almost like, it's a very green kind of strawberry, like strawberry leaf. It's very natural smelling, like green. If I'm explaining it well, it's not the juicy part of the strawberry. It's kind of dry, but I like it. In the heart, I get the rose. I don't get any pistachio. Like, I don't smell pistachio, and I know that I don't smell pistachio because I don't like pistachio. That's just a note that I don't vibe with. The akigala wood in here is done in a very similar way to Valaya. The 2 don't smell the same, but they give me the same vibe. I love this. Like, for summertime, I gotta get this soon before it gets super, super hot, because I feel like this is the kind of scent that will grow. You know how a scent you can spray a scent on you and it just kind of sits on your body, and then as your body warms up, the scent just kind of feels like it expands and it starts to project really loud. That's one of those fragrances, and I'm sorry, I like that in the summertime. I know they can choke people out, but I don't really care. I don't really care. I'm gonna get it and I'm gonna be loud. You're gonna smell me this summer because I'm gonna be wearing that. I will be purchasing Ex Nihilo Spiky Muse. It is most definitely full bottle worthy. I must have it. Now the next fragrance that I tried is Iris Porcelana, and I got this sample from Zigo Perfumery. All of these samples are not from the same place. Like I said, my Spiky Muse sample was from Neiman Marcus, and yeah, Iris Porcelana I ordered from Zigo Perfumery. So this fragrance has notes of violet leaf accord in the top. In the heart you have iris, rose, and in the base you have sandalwood, musk, and cedarwood. This one was a no for me. I wanted to like this so bad. I do actually like powdery scents. I like iris as a note. I like violet. But this one is super, super powdery, like luxury adult baby powder in the opening. And then in the base, that sandalwood comes out. And sandalwood is tricky for me. Like, I like a creamy sandalwood, but not too much of it. It can't be like super woody. And I don't know if it's the sandalwood coupled with that cedar wood, but something about the way this sandalwood is done comes across as pencil shavings on my skin. Like, it smelled like graphite. And I could not, I had to wash this off. I hurried up and scrubbed this off. It was a no for me. Okay, that one I'm going to pass on. I'm sure that somebody else would like that. If you like a woody, powdery, very clean scent and it plays well with your body chemistry, I think you would like it. But for me, it just on the skin, it was doing something real janky. On paper it was nice, but on me, no ma'am. Now these next two samples I got from Nose Paris, and I picked these up as a part of the samples that you get when you order over a certain amount from a different order, and that is Explicite and what's the other one? Vesper Glitz. So let's talk about Explicite first. Explicite has top notes of nutmeg, pink pepper. In the heart you have peony, lily of the valley, and praline. In the base you have vanilla, sandalwood, and amber. This is beautiful. This is sexy. Like, this is one of those scents. This is a date night scent for sure. Explicite is the perfect name for this. This fragrance reminds me of another fragrance that I had in my collection that I recently decluttered because I never wore it. I bought it and it was so like loud and projecting that I never really had a situation where I was comfortable wearing that fragrance, and that is Montal's Crazy in Love. So if you've smelled that fragrance before, if you have it, if you like it, Explicite is like a softer, more toned down version of Crazy in Love, and it's only giving Crazy in Love in the dry down. In the opening it smells nothing like that, but as it starts to dry down it starts to smell like Crazy in Love. And I've seen online some people say that the dry down in Explicite can be a little bit masculine or more masculine leaning, so therefore they consider it to be a unisex scent. I don't see that. I see this as a very feminine leaning, sexy date night, dark, like come hither type of scent. I don't know if I want to get a full bottle of that though, because I'm afraid that much like Crazy in Love, I'll purchase that scent and I'll never wear it. And I do not want to have things in my collection just taking up space. I can like a fragrance, I can love the scent profile, but if I don't see myself realistically wearing it, then I'm trying to keep myself from buying unnecessary fragrances. I'm still making my mind up on whether or not I want to actually get a full bottle of Explicite. And lastly, from Nose Paris, I have Vesper Glitz. So Vesper Glitz has top notes of neroli, mandarin orange, pink pepper, middle notes of ylang ylang, mimosa, and jasmine, and base notes of vanilla, musk, tonka bean, and cedar. Vesper Glitz I actually tried in stores some years ago, maybe about 2 years ago, and I remember that that was one of the ones that I really did like. I never actually purchased a sample to play with to really make my mind up, but I know I had smelled it in passing and I liked it. When I got my sample this time, I got a few samples, like 6 samples, and I think I tried them all at the same time, and Vesper Glitz was one of the ones that just didn't really stand out to me. But now that I've taken my time with this sample and I've really gotten to know this sample, I love Vesper Glitz. Like, I love this fragrance. I have a bottle on the way. I already ordered Vesper Glitz. This fragrance is beautiful. It's so pretty. It's one of those, it's definitely a yellow flower, but it's a soft yellow flower. It doesn't lean too tropical. Those mandarin and neroli notes just go really well. This is just gorgeous. This is beautiful. This is Pretty Girl in a bottle. It does have a very familiar scent. I know it's really mass appealing, so I would consider this a safe blind buy if you want to risk blind buying a pricey fragrance. I do not suggest that you do that because you can get samples very easily. Go ahead and sample it, but if you want to live life on the edge and you want to go ahead and blind buy it, I think this one would be a safe blind buy for those who know they like yellow florals, bright citrusy, pretty, soft, feminine, very, very feminine fragrances. Vesper Glitz and Spiky Muse were my absolute favorites from the ones that I have sampled, obviously, because Vesper Glitz I've already ordered and it's already on the way, and I've already said that Spiky Muse is up next. Like, it's probably going to be my next fragrance purchase. I do want to try a couple more from the house. I actually do have some other samples, but I find them to be a bit masculine, and I think I'll make a separate video about those. They're well, either masculine or unisex. I have Amber Sky, The Hedonist, Gold Immortals, and I may add Lust in Paradise because I want to try that one too. I may throw that into that sampling series as well. I'll make a part 2 for the Ex Nihilo sampling experience. That wraps up my thoughts on this first installment of my Ex Nihilo sampling series. If you guys have tried anything from the house, let me know your thoughts on those down below in the comments. If you have any other suggestions or ones that you love from the house that you suggest that I try, drop that down too. If you haven't subscribed to the channel and you've made it all the way through the video, go ahead and subscribe. You know you want to. Share this with your fragrance friends. Invite them over to our scent space so we can get to know each other. And until next time, you guys, I will see you in my next video. Bye.